Wait, you guys seeing this? Damn, I'm doing a reverse Michael Jackson. I'm getting blacker. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. We're on time today. I apologize, guys. I have not been active, man. I'm sorry. I've been ghosting you boys like a female. I'm sorry. I'm not a hoe anymore. All right. I've been busy, but busy doing the right things. I've been talking to Daniel Levy, trying to coordinate the Harry Kane deal, get the deal down the line. And it's happening. It's happening. Well, the big news today is that Bayern Munich have submitted what I believe to be the final offer. I mean, most outlets are saying it's our final offer for Kane. And yeah, it's a ginormous offer. But before we talk about anything else, goodbye to Jan Sommer. He's leaving. He's off to Inter Milan for a fee of around 6.5 million euros. Jan Sommer, you gave us a you did something, you did something. So good luck in Italy, at Inter Milan at the San Siro. So goodbye. All right, moving on. Kane, man, a big offer was sent. And there's different numbers. I mean, some outlets are saying it's this. Some outlets are saying it's this. So we're actually just going to read everything. We're going to read every number we see because all of it could have credibility. So, all right, here we go. This is on iMia on Twitter. So if you guys need Bayern news, notice how I don't follow Lewandowski because, yeah, screw him. Oh, I don't follow the FC Bayern English channel either. All right, whatever. I mean, I follow Bayern enough. I follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Like there's too much of me following Bayern. It's Harry Kane deadline day. Sources close to the negotiations expect a final decision today for Harry Kane, described as in or out with FC Bayern. All parties are waiting for Daniel Levy to communicate his decision today. So that's from Fabrizio Romano. That's not a small source. So Bayern did send in a final bid. Now, no, hold on. Let's just keep reading upwards because we will read something older. But let's keep reading upwards. Okay, and this is in German. Bayern have submitted a new offer of more than 100. Wait, can you guys even see my screen? Oh my gosh. I thought for a second you didn't see my screen. All right, let's keep going. Bayern have submitted a new offer of more than 100 million euros, which sucks. That's a lot of money, including add-ons for Harry Kane. Bosses expect an answer from Spurs in the next few hours. So they put a deadline on that contract. They definitely did. They submitted an offer, send it to Levy, and Levy's probably going to delay, do something, and try to, I don't know what's going to happen. But what's interesting? Spurs signed 2 new strikers. Well, no, they signed some young Argentine talent who looks pretty good. I mean, he looks cold in the clips I watched. So they might be getting a striker for the future. I mean, they're losing one of the best strikers in the world in the process. But they're also looking at Gift Orban, who is a Nigerian Togolese striker that plays in the Belgian league. And that tells me they think something's about to happen. If they're signing 2 strikers, one that's semi-established, with a few seasons under his belt, and a really young one from Argentina. So Spurs feel something is happening. Bayern have submitted their final offer for Harry Kane and now want a quick decision from Tottenham. So this is from Sky Sports. Bayern consider their latest offer for Harry Kane to be more than fair. If Daniel Levy continues to resist, Bayern will have to move on. Something tells me that maybe we could squeeze a few more million out if Levy rejects the offer. But I don't think Levy will reject the offer. That's for starters. But Bayern might be pushing the narrative to journalists that we're going to pull out. It's all or nothing if we don't get this offer accepted. Kane's camp has also increased the pressure significantly since Monday's meeting and is pushing for a decision. Fair enough. I mean, Harry Kane himself, by the way, has been a complete professional throughout this entire process. He has not once said a bad word about Spurs. I would love for Harry Kane to be my ex-girlfriend. Like someone like Kane. Never said a bad word about Tottenham. It's insane. I would have been, yo, let me go, you stupid hoe. Like, bro, I would have been doing the most. But this man's staying calm and collected. And this is extrapolated from Sky Sports. Bayern have submitted their final offer for Kane. The Bundesliga side want a quick decision from Tottenham. Otherwise, they will move on and look at other targets. I mean, let's be real here. Who are the other targets? Kolo Muani, who would probably cost the same as Kane. Osimhen, last-minute scoop, which, by the way, I think could be possible. I mean, Napoli know Osimhen's going to leave, and he's going to be cheaper next year. They can't, charge the same amount for him next season. So we could go in with a nice little scoop. I don't think Tottenham are going to reject this offer. I mean, I saw some comments in the chat earlier. Some of y'all are lacking optimism, and I kind of understand it because we know we're dealing with Lex Luthor here, the ultimate villain, Daniel Levy, that bald twat. I know we're dealing with him, but I think he's pressured right now. I mean, what did Uli Hoeneß say? Levy's been playing for time this entire time, and he's under pressure. The fans, a lot of Spurs fans, just want this entire thing resolved. Their season starts in 2-3 weeks now. Like, bro, you got to solve this because you got a game coming up, and Kane's not really into your club like that anymore. So just get it done. I mean, 100 million euros as a fee plus millions in add-ons is crazy interesting. Bayern believe they have improved on the 20 million pound gap in valuation between the two clubs and feel this offer is fair. Sky Germany are reporting the bid is more than 86 million euros. If Spurs accept the offer, the transfer could happen quickly. Kane could potentially earn in the region of 11 million pounds net, which means after taxes, annually over the course of a 5-year contract. That will be broken down into basic salary, number of games played, and bonuses. Wow, okay. Bayern have submitted a bid. All right, so everyone's kind of saying the same thing. It's 100 million pounds plus, I believe, 20 million in add-ons. So sources have told ESPN that Bayern's latest bid is 100 million guaranteed with up to 20 million euros in add-ons, which I've been saying this for so long. Kane is worth 100 million euros, and that's 86 million pounds. Put that into perspective. We were seeing numbers like 120 million British pounds that Spurs were putting out. We were seeing numbers like 100 million pounds. 100 million euros and 100 million pounds are slightly different. So I think that's a fair offer, to be honest. I mean, the 20 million in add-ons is good because it gets us to like 100. I mean, we know Kane's going to it's going to be like if he scores 20 goals, Spurs get 5 million. If he scores 20 goals over the course of 5 seasons, then they get this amount of money. If he wins the Champions League, they get this amount of money. So that's really what that means. And we can expect Kane to win trophies here. If he wins the Bundesliga, Spurs get this amount of money. So that's the point of these add-ons. You're basically paying 100 million euros, and then based on how well Kane plays and how good he is here, then Spurs get money, which I find to be fair. Add-ons are not terrible. At least you're not paying 120 million guaranteed, which is what Spurs want. And that's stupid. That's crazy. That's okay. So Pletty goal. Florian Plettenberg says, Bayern are uncertain whether Daniel Levy would respond to the offer today. There was no talk of a deadline decision expected in the next few hours up until the weekend. All right, so we got 2 days, 48 hours. Every hour of this, you'll probably see a twist. And that's it for the Kane saga. Oh, according to The Athletic, bro, we got updates coming in every minute. It's like iOS updates these days. Windows, man, you be refreshing the update button and there's 10 new freaking Bill Gates put 10 new updates out. Bayern's latest offer for Harry Kane is worth 80 million pounds, 93 million plus add-ons. So The Athletic is giving us a smaller number, and that's one of the trusted sources when it comes to British news. So this could be interesting. Bayern have told Spurs chairman Daniel Levy he has until midnight tonight to respond. Daniel Levy better say yes to this. But I don't think it's 100. I don't think it's 93 million euros. I think it's a little bit. Come on, it has to be slightly more. It has to be 100 million euros. Because what was the difference between this and us having that meeting with Levy? What was the difference? Look, something tells me Bayern want to just resolve this saga now, and I think that's the point of sending in this bid with a deadline. And I think a deadline is actually strategic from Bayern because it's putting pressure on Levy, and Kane is probably saying, "Hey, look, this is a fair offer." Look, if you're Harry Kane, you feel good right now that a club, while you're 30 years old, is willing to do this much to sign you. They're willing to pay you an insane amount of money, and they're willing to pay an insane amount of transfer fees and add-ons and work with the most stressful businessman in sport, which I believe could be Daniel Levy. I mean, seriously, that man has put so much stress into the world that God has taken his hair as like payback. Because that man's stressing us up, man. Look at this. Look how we're all sitting here annoyed that an offer of £100 million plus 20 million in add-ons for a 30-year-old with a year left on his contract could be rejected. There's no universe Levy rejects this. If he does, then I don't think Spurs will ever win anything in their entire existence as a club because this guy is just stupid. I get it. Like, there's a certain level of greed involved with him. But damn, like, this is too much. Hold on, chat. Hold on. So it'd be incredibly stupid from Daniel Levy's perspective to just let this offer dry. I mean, look, Bayern aren't stupid. We know there's a chance we could come back in and, increase it by 5 million. Who's to say Levy doesn't, say, 93 million euros? All right, let's just add an extra 2 there and just sends it to us and we accept. I mean, that could happen, but I think it's at a point where you don't want to annoy Bayern if you're Levy. Because we could leave, bro. We've done this before, where we just get annoyed and go, "All right, we'll do it next year." I think Bayern are that petty. We will. I mean, we have a board that like will hold out an entire transfer because, bro, we're also greedy. We're also stingy with money. That's why we're so successful. We be stingy as well. That's why the highest amount of money we paid for a player in history is 80 million, and it was because it was a release clause. If Lucas Hernandez was just available, we would have paid 55 million plus 5 million in add-ons for him. I'm convinced. Look at De Ligt. Juve paid like 85 million for him, and we paid Juve 75 million plus 10 million in add-ons. I mean, we understand we have to pay money sometimes for good players, but I don't think Bayern are stupid. Right. And I think they sent this deadline in because they believe in what they're saying. And if in the negotiations, our board members made it to Levy that there's only a certain price we can pay, Levy's going to understand we could theoretically withdraw. And Levy risked Joe Louis, the owner of Spurs, being pissed off at him for not accepting this offer and bailing him out of prison. This man is in U.S. prison. The IRS, they caught him, chat. The feds got him. My man was trying to tax evade. Nah, Joe Louis is crazy, dude. It's crazy. Joe Louis. Wait, is he in jail in the U.S.? Like, all I know is he's still in prison, right? Or jail. Damn. Charged with 13 counts of securities fraud. Oh my gosh. That man could be in prison for the rest of his life. Damn, dude. It's hilarious. Well, look, Joe Louis, there was sources saying, wants Daniel Levy to mitigate the risk of Spurs losing Kane for free next summer. Well, they can't sell to PSG. All the links to PSG, what did I tell you, boys? Was Spurs trying to up the price. I think Spurs have a good relationship with PSG, and all those stories about PSG could come in if the deal between Bayern collapses. Well, I mean, Kane never said he wanted to go to PSG. He never agreed personal terms with them. So what the hell are you talking about? No, Kane won't go to PSG if the Bayern deal falls apart. He's more likely to stay at Spurs than get sold anywhere else. Because I think Kane actually just likes Bayern. He likes the history we have. He likes the family values this club has, where we support players who beat their girls. Bruh, we really hypocrites out here. Family values. Mia said Mia. We're different. And Boateng, is getting testimonial matches after basically suicide. It's crazy, chat. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Like, not every club is perfect. Ours isn't. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I think Kane just likes Bayern, and I think we sold him a good project. And also, we have history, unlike PSG. PSG have history in the Champions League of losing consistently when it matters, and that's why Mbappe wants to leave them. Kane also sees the disaster that PSG is. New managers every month, new owners, new directors of football. There's a new sporting project every season at PSG. Dog, there was literally stories coming out that Luis Enrique and Luis Campos, PSG's director of football and also their manager, was about to leave after being appointed for literally now. Like, Enrique just got appointed. What, like, bruh, like my man left without managing a single professional game? Insane. And, well, of course, PSG came out and denied those rumors. But let's be honest here. We wouldn't be shocked. We would not be shocked. This is the same club that terminated/suspended Messi's contract because Messi did something by traveling somewhere when he... It's crazy. Like, it's the same club that hates Neymar after spending something like 200 million for Neymar. Look, PSG are not a stable environment. Madrid didn't really want Kane, and their focus was on Mbappe. So I don't think Kane really wanted them. So the only other option for Kane that would have been on the same level as Madrid and same level as, Man City and all the other big clubs he could have gone to that weren't available would have been Bayern, or that was available was Bayern, the only other big club that could have paid him the wages and also paid Daniel Levy the money he wanted. So yeah, man, PSG was never in this conversation. Damn. First thing I see in chat is that I misspelled my name. Nah, man, damn. Oh my gosh. Damn, bro, I can't even spell when I put that in. How do you guys notice these things? Like, you should be staring at my beautiful face, and you're out here like paying attention to my name. Like, damn, chill, bro, chill. I know you're in love with me, but chill out. Damn, dude. So, anyways, as I was saying, PSG were never involved in this race whatsoever. It was just Daniel Levy having a good relationship with PSG's owners and trying to just, boost the amount that Bayern were willing to pay. That's how I saw it. That's how I see it now. Kane better. He better, or not Kane. Daniel Levy better accept this, because I'm in a good mood right now. I'm in a good mood. Yo, chat. If we don't get Kane, y'all better know. You boys better know we gonna be signing Niklas Füllkrug, bro. So this better happen. Like, bro, I'm dying if I'm seeing Füllkrug in the Bayern kit. That would be the worst day of my life. I don't think there's any more pain than us missing out on Kane and getting freaking Füllkrug. Bayern will offer £25 million all in per season, which would more than double his current basic salary. No issues on personal terms. I mean, that's not a stupid high salary. Yeah, it will kind of change our wage structure a little bit, but we were paying Mane like 24 million or 25 million a season. Kane is significantly more valuable than Mane. So, and he's coming in at basically the same age Mane came in at. Yeah, Kane's better than Mane in every way. And he's going to last longer. See, the beautiful thing about signing Kane, I know he's 30, and people just see 30 and they go, "Oh my gosh!" Like it's not 24, and they go crazy. And I get it if you're a Bayern fan and you're doing that because we got spoiled. Lewandowski was here for so long that we just forgot other clubs, had issues with strikers. Man United haven't had a striker since Van Persie, a real like number 9. So everyone kind of just looks at 30 years old and at Bayern and just goes, "That's crazy." Like, yeah, but Barcelona paid 50 million for 33-year-old Robert Lewandowski, and I'd say it worked out for them for what they wanted to achieve. What they wanted was a quick fix where they wouldn't have to go around trying to find this and pay this amount of money. And they have a striker that's still at the top of his game. Kane is kind of similar to Lewandowski, where these guys don't rely on their insane like pace and power. I mean, Lewandowski keeps his body well fit. I don't know about Kane. I've never seen this man's abs. I think he has a belly. Bruh, it's crazy. I don't know. But if Kane, maybe we do have some Spurs fans in here. First of all, man, I'm gonna become the biggest Spurs supporter, as it relates to a Prem team I'll like after they give us Kane, bro. I might start saying "Yet Army," which I don't know what does it even mean. But if there's a Spurs fan in here, does Harry Kane work hard? When I say that, of course I know he works hard for his team, but I mean like physically, like his body. Does he go to the gym? I mean, when he's coming to Bayern, he's gonna be working, bro. Dr. Felix Bolkrak or whatever, Bracic. Yeah, Dr. Felix Brouch. Yeah, you guys know our physical doctor, right? No, it's not Felix. Yeah, no, that's the referee. I'm thinking about the referee. Bayern fitness coach. Yeah, Holger Brouch. I knew his last name. I just didn't figure. I mixed Felix, the referee, with literally our fitness professor. This guy has a freaking a degree. Like my man is a doctor in just making people yoked with no, steroids. I know people think Bayern players take steroids, but nah, like you gonna see Kane with muscles. That's all I'm looking forward to. That man is gonna have Kane micro dieting. So, like, I think as long as Kane keeps his body well and he keeps his fitness, that natural fitness going, like, there's still 3 to 5 years in that guy because strikers are. But Benzema's like 36. I mean, or he's 35 now, and he's gonna turn 36 in 3 months. But that man was literally winning a Ballon d'Or at 34 years old. And everyone kind of believed he still had 3 more years in him. Like football has changed. Luka Modric is 40. Like that's not crazy. I mean, no, he's 37, but it is almost 40. That man last season, the season before, didn't look he actually looked like he got better sometimes. Tony Kroos is still cooking. This new generation of elite footballers with the medical science that exists. I mean, before when you were R9, as soon as you got to like 28, and if you got one big injury, it was done for you. But with modern sport medicine, you could be 34 and still look at Choupo-Moting. Choupo is 33 years old, and his prime was like last season, basically. Like if he wasn't so injury prone, the man went to PSG and Bayern Munich like after 30. Like that's the crazy thing about Choupo. Spent 2 years at PSG, and he's out here like actually giving us something. So like I respect that. So yeah, age is no longer as important as people think when it comes to how long a player will last. So that's why I say this 100 million is justified with Kane, because we know he's going to, like if he doesn't succeed here, like the Prem might need to take a deep look at themselves, because that would be like two players coming in from the Prem and flopping at Bayern. Like Mane came in, flopped. Kane could come in, and flop too. We might start questioning the Premier League. We might start questioning them. Yo, guys, no one's talking about this, but so if we spend, our budget this summer was 150 million, right? If we spend, let's say, 95 million euros on Kane, our income is almost 100 million euros. I mean, Newbell for 1 million loan, Sabitzer leaving for 20 mil, Mane 30 million, probably a little bit more. I don't know, but I think that's probably that's sad, but it's really the amount we paid for him. And 45 million for Lucas Hernandez. That's 95 million. We got Limer and Guerrero for free. Kim and Jay 50 million. I'm really looking at this and we might be on to something here. You spend 100, like really, if we spend, like that's what I'm just talking about, like the current transfers we have made and the players we have sold. We are up 45 million. So realistically, our budget should be 200 million. And if you're spending 100 million on Kane, you got 100 million to spend on a DM. I think that was always the plan. We really wanted Declan Rice. Like that wasn't like rocket science. I think we genuinely wanted Declan Rice. It just didn't happen. That's the thing. Just because Arsenal got him doesn't mean we didn't want him. And I'll be honest, I didn't really want Declan Rice as much as everyone else. I thought he was kind of a boring talent, and I was right. He's burnt rice. Declan burnt rice. So, but anyways, my point with that statement is the goal. If the goal is always to spend 100 million on Rice and 100 million on Kane, then and sell the players we sold, and maybe Goretzka could go. I mean, I'm hearing that Goretzka is getting linked to Man United, and sell him. 40 mil, 50 mil, sell Goretzka. United need a player like that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Yeah, bruh. Sell Leon Goretzka, and let's get this money moving. And I don't know. Look, offer Florentino Perez a blowjob, and in return, we get to buy Tchouaméni. Like, I would lose my dignity to have Tchouaméni at this club, bruh. This man would fix everything we have in midfield for years, literally a decade. Nah, tripping. Goretzka to Man United. This man just said sell Davies. Did you not watch the Liverpool game? Like, do we actually still have people in this fan base that don't like Alphonso Davies? By the way, we're only on 50 likes. Oh no, 48. I'm not saying a single word until we reach 50 likes. All right, we reached 50 likes. Hit the like button, you freaking weirdos. Pay the taxation. Yeah. You guys are crazy. Well, an update came out about Gravenberch. Bayern want to keep him. That's basically the update. Bayern don't want to sell him. Gary Lineker has urged Harry Kane to leave Tottenham and join Bayern Munich. And this is what Gary Lineker said. And by the way, if that's true, my black brother, Gary Lineker, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bruh. I think Harry will leave Tottenham, and he should do. I think he wants to go, and that they will make it happen. The time is right for him, and the right club has come in for him. Munich is a lovely city, and Bayern are one of the greatest clubs in world football. All right, damn. Yo, notice how ballers understand Bayern. But it's always like these dead, like freaking mid-table players that become pundits for Sky Sports, and they're always like chatting. Like they really be thinking there's something, bruh. They're just trying to get clicks and views. They'll be like, "Oh, Bayern, the Bundesliga, the Premier League is the upper echelon of European football." Like no one debates the Prem is the best league in the world, but the disrespect on other leagues is just stupid. Also, from a player's perspective, if you're Kane, like if the Bundesliga was truly easier and Bayern were willing to pay you double your salary, then why wouldn't you want to go to an easier league and, just chill out at the end of your career making, 20 bands every year? Like, why wouldn't you want to do that in a nice city where you'll be respected and loved by the fans immediately because You're coming in to be the main guy, basically. The logic that the Bundesliga is easier so players won't want to join Bayern is stupid, because it would make them want to join Bayern, because you'd be making more, or if not the same. You'll be making more money, sometimes the same, and you'll have an easier job. If two companies offered you the same salary, but one had an easier workload, where the hell are you trying to? You're trying to get that easy job. Nah, some people are just stupid. But anyways, Alan Shearer is willing to drive Harry to the airport because he wants to keep his Premier League goal scoring record intact. But Harry Kane is already the all-time record scorer for England and Tottenham. Look, I guarantee you, Alan Shearer doesn't care about that record as much as people think. I mean, it's a nice record to be the Prem all-time goal scorer, but if Haaland stayed in that league for a few more seasons, that robot is going to break that record. I think what Alan Shearer likes more than anything is the fact that he's English champion, that he won a Prem with Blackburn Rovers. I think that for him is probably a bigger accomplishment than being the Prem all-time goal scorers. Or at least when someone else breaks that record, maybe not Kane, but let's say Haaland breaks that record. If he stays there, I think Haaland's going to be at Madrid in a few seasons. But let's say Haaland stays at City for a few years and really gets dangerously close to that record. Shearer won't care that much because he knows the thing that marks him is the fact that he's a champion. He won something. Now, let's say Kane doesn't break Shearer's record. Let's say that Harry Kane doesn't break Alan Shearer's goal record, which, by the way, I understand people like the concept of a goal record. Hold on. Someone said, read Imia Sam Mia tweet. All right, let me finish my point. Let's say Kane doesn't break it, but he comes to Bayern Munich, scores a bunch of goals in the Bundesliga for the next 5 seasons that he's going to be here, and then leave for free back to Tottenham, because Spurs are that kind of club. They would let their girl get a train run on her and then take her back. So anyways, he wins a bunch of trophies at Bayern, wins 2 Champions Leagues, wins a bunch of Bundesligas. He wins the DFB Pokal, and he's, he gets that code Bayern picture like Lewandowski got with a Champions League, all the top scorer awards he had, Bundesligas, DFB Pokal trophies. What looks colder? What would look cooler? Oh, the fact that he never got to beat Shearer's record, or all these trophies lined up with his name attached to them forever in history. What looks cooler? A freaking goal record or a bunch of trophies around you? What looks cooler? Your boys around you or a bunch of women, bruh? What gets more attention? What gets more respect? Bruh, you got a baddie, a 10 here, a 9 here. You got every number, 10, 9, 8, you know what I'm saying? You got upper echelon, but what would, or you just want a goal scoring record and it's your homie, your other homie, you got a sausage fest, bruh, Pride Festival. Or you want damn, people to look at you and go, damn, that boy pull. See, that's what Kane wants. He wants the 10s, the 8s, the 9s, the trophies, the Champions Leagues, the Ballon d'Or competitions that he could win. Kane would have a Ballon d'Or by now if he didn't play for Spurs. Because let's be honest here, if he played for City and won all the trophies that City won last season and scored the kind of goals Haaland did, but also is a better footballer than Haaland, got all the assists in the world and everything, that man is in talks for Ballon d'Ors. A replacement for Jan Sommer should be signed before the Super Cup. Either David De Gea. Nah, bro, I ain't trying to see De Gea at my club, bro. Keep that scrub away from me, bro. Intensive talks ongoing in the background, which is why Bayern decided to let Sommer go. Sven Ulreich to play the friendly against Monaco. Why the hell did you ask me to read Imia San Mia if it's just what I know? Nah, you boys are tripping in the chat, man. A record can be broken, but trophy is forever. Yeah. A record can be broken. Records are there to be broken. As a Spurs fan, I hope you enjoy him and he can become one of the greatest strikers of all time. I know you're the biggest capper in the world, bro. You more cap than baseball. So this guy's capping. He's an Arsenal fan. Every time I do a stream on Kane, his comments are like, please just sign him away from Spurs. Which, if you're an Arsenal fan and you genuinely care about Spurs, I get it. It's like a territorial rivalry, but it's not a competitive one. Arsenal have never really been below Spurs in any way. Oh, but Spurs finish above Arsenal. So and they won what? See how no one cares about like the goals you scored. Everyone only cares about where you scored the goals. Look at Didier Drogba. Drogba, objectively speaking, isn't even top 5 in terms of all-time Prem strikers when it comes to goals and just performances. But that man is one of the most remembered because of the trophies he won. If we can't get Tchouaméni, do we really spend money on somebody like Alvarez? No. I think you bring in the stopgap like Paul Hanna or Paulinho from Fulham. I don't even think Bayern have ever been linked to him. I think I read one story that we looked at him. Or you go to South America. I'm sure there's somebody there. You go to France in Ligue 1. There's always a DM there. But you try to get someone for cheap. You could get a Matt Weaver for cheap. And the goal is try something different. At least have that option in the team. And then next season, there will be more options because there's going to be another Tchouaméni that pops up. And then you sign that person. You spend the money and sign them when the time comes. So, yeah, I don't think we should go and try to, get someone like Edson Alvarez just because. I think there are better players than Edson Alvarez right now that, don't have the complete package yet, but at least they can be stopgaps until someone better can be signed. But if we go into another season with Konrad Laimer, who isn't even a great ball winner, I know people consider him a great ball winner, but I don't. To win the ball means to take it from the opponent and give it to your team. I see Laimer as someone that, the opponent will have the ball and he'll send his leg out and chip the ball somewhere with a tackle, and it'll end up with the opponent's team. He's an aggressive player, yeah, and he likes to get in duels, but that doesn't mean he's like winning the ball for the team. Winning in chess, when you win a pawn, it means you're up a pawn. When you win a piece, it means you're up a piece. Laimer is like that man that just be trading every piece. That boy goes in and, there's a knight to be traded, he'll trade it. It doesn't matter if it's in chess, you want to trade when it gives you an advantage. Either you're up a piece or a pawn, or it gets you a positional advantage where, if you trade a knight for, if they send in if you have a knight that covers the same square and your other knight covers the exact same square and they have a bishop that's looking at that square, you can come in, boom, take the knight. They take with their bishop, you take with your knight, and now your knight is looking at their queen and their rook. It's a fork. So now they're forced to take with their other rook, take the knight, and then you take their knight with a bishop that was looking at the same square. So now you're up. You're up in the game. You're up material. You traded. You have 2 rooks, and they have one rook left because they traded their rook because they didn't want to lose their queen or their other rook. And you know what I mean? That's what it looks like to actually trade. But Laimer for me is just trading. Oh, pawn takes pawn. Okay, boom. Bishop takes bishop. Boom. There's no reason why he just gets in every tackle. He gets in every duel. And it's nice to have when everyone's tired. It's the 85th minute and you're in the Champions League game and everyone's just bored. They're just tired. And he just comes in and he's running everywhere, doing everything, pressing the goalkeeper and then pressing the midfielder, then pressing the attackers. That's cool. But in a game where you need control, he's a chaotic player. He's too chaotic. He's a typical RB Leipzig midfielder, which is funny because I believe Leipzig have a better midfield balance now than us. I mean, we have better midfielders, objectively speaking, but they have a better balance, which kind of annoys me because we took a Leipzig player that was chaotic for them. They signed Niklas Sewald, who's way more calm and collected on the ball. And then we signed their chaotic player when we needed someone like Tchouaméni, who was calm and collected on the ball, but also a defensive mastermind. Kimmich himself said he's a number 6. I want people to understand something. Numbers don't mean the same as roles. When Tuchel says he wants a 6, it doesn't mean he doesn't think Kimmich is a 6. No, Kimmich wears the number 6 for us. That's the number he wears, but that's not the role he fulfills, or at least the way Tuchel wants him to fulfill it. What a 6 is in my mind is what Thiago had for us or gave us in Hansi Flick's treble season. That's what a number 6 is. Someone that protects the back line while also being heavily involved in build-up. Real Madrid had Casemiro as a 6 for all those years, and they now have Tchouameni and Camavinga intertrade in one's a 6 this week, one's a 6 the other week. That's a 6, someone that protects the back line and is heavily involved in build-up. Kimmich is more than heavily involved in build-up. He is our build-up, but he doesn't have the defensive accolades of the other traditional 6s. So his role is different. He's like Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos could really realistically play he reads the game well and does all, but he doesn't have the capacities to do what Casemiro did or what Tchouameni does now. There's a difference. So the number on their shirt does not equal the role in the team. Let's just get that straight. I mean, was Luka Modric a number 10? He plays like a 10. What is a 10 when you think about it? It's in between the lines. But Modric was more of an 8.5. I mean, he did what a 10 did, but he also tracked back to, he did both jobs. That's the most important thing. Did both jobs. Wait, what? Hugo Ekitike slaps Kylian Mbappe. Or Ethan Mbappe. What the hell's going on? Yo, PSG are just insane, bruh. Nah. This club is insane. Bro. You'll enjoy him, but Levy has had your pants down. I don't think this is a stupid comment. Do you really think Bayern are losing here? I mean, we pay a bunch of money, but you're losing one of the best strikers in the world. No one's pants are down. I mean, if Levy accepts this offer, which I believe is a fair offer, it's still not the 120 million pounds we were reading about, or the 100 million pounds in general that we were reading about. It's 100 million euros, which is 80 something million pounds. So I think your comment is kind of just stupid. It's stupid. I mean, we are overpaying for Kane, but he is worth it when you look at the fact that 30-year-olds don't just expire. The aging for these 30-year-olds is way different because of modern sports medicine. I don't know, but I don't think our pants have been pulled down. I think that's a disingenuous comment. It's a copium comment. Realistically, every Spurs fan would have loved if Kane just stayed at their club. So that's how I see it. Lucas Hernandez left us to join that club. Yeah, that boy's trying to be Sadio Mane. Maturing is realizing we should have gone for Fabinho. I mean, I don't think we should have, but I understand exactly the logic behind you saying that. Because Fabinho's wife emotional about Saudi. I was not prepared. Damn. Nah, I mean, when you just be leaving free and fair England to one of the more oppressive countries in the world when it comes to women's rights, of course you're not prepared. The money came in though, and my man accepted the bid. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. I understand the logic behind what you're saying. Fabinho is a really good DM. When Fabinho was in his prime at Liverpool was unbeatable. Everyone credits Van Dijk for their defense, but whenever Fabinho didn't play, you just saw Liverpool concede a lot of goals. I'd say Fabinho in his prime was literally untouchable. He was such a good DM. That's what you need in a defensive midfielder. If you want a picture of what I'm wanting in a DM, it's Fabinho. You guys go watch Fabinho. Go watch those older games when Liverpool were really like priming up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see exactly what I mean. You'll see him obliterate opponent attacks with his long legs. He wasn't even one of the faster players, and sometimes he'd fill in at center back. I hate to use FIFA, but that man got an informed card every time he played at center back. Like, he was just incredible. Fabinho is what I always wanted in the DM at Bayern. Thiago gave us that, but he was always injury prone. Javi Martinez was our last like destroyer in midfield. Oh yeah, that's a perfect picture. Look at Javi Martinez in 2013, in that 2012-13 season. That's who I need in DM. That's what I want. Someone that just like they're just there. They're a wall in front of a wall. That's what you want. Kimmich isn't that. Limer isn't that. Gravenberch will never be that. Goretzka isn't that. Tchouameni is that. Paulinho, I don't know. Jeez, I'm tired. Fabinho, he lost something. And that's why Liverpool declined so fast. George, look at Federico Redondo. He's Busquets regen. Kid has a high ceiling. Yeah, I've looked into him. Isn't his dad? Is that the kid? Yeah. Fernando Redondo was like a really good DM, and I guess his son, 20 years old from Argentinos Juniors, he's also code like that. So that's kind of cool. It's like he followed in his dad's footsteps, playing in the exact same position in an extremely similar way. If he really is good, then Bayern should look and see if that's an interesting option. Because I wouldn't mind someone that's just a talent to come here as a DM. As long as they have a few seasons under their belts in a lower league, then yeah, that's what we need. Tchouameni wasn't like an established star when Madrid signed him, nor Camavinga. What they were very good talents from the French league with lots of experience under their belts. And then they just came to a team that was already really good, and they just fit right in. So, all right, well, good engine, passes sideways a lot, but an absolute warrior. That's perfect. It's perfect. I don't care about a DM making line passes. What I want is we've got Upamecano to do that. What I want is defensive. What's the word for it? Like, just toughness. We got a defender that breaks lines. We have Kimmich who also breaks lines. This man he is our buildup. Most players help with the buildup. Kimmich is our buildup. Everything goes through Kimmich. So if you have a DM that can also just do the sideways passes, that's perfect. That's perfect, chat. All right. All right. Well, boys, I gotta go. I gotta go to the gym. Gotta check my email. Yeah. Jeez. The internet will break. I don't know what we're talking about now. Yeah. At like the 45-minute mark, these shows get like boring. And I know I kind of feel it. So let's just end it here. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah. This guy said, starting to think George be going to Bayern gym. He's getting jacked. Yeah. Remember your channel from 3 years ago? You were just hating on Chelsea. We still hating on Chelsea. F Chelsea! That stupid club ruining football with all their money signings, money laundering with all these Saudi sales. All right. And then they went on and won the Champions League. Well, 3 years ago, I was hating on Chelsea, and then we went on and won the Champions League. And Chelsea went on and won the Champions League, but whole year after. Today is leg day, actually. Don't skip leg day. Nah. Look, these legs are chiseled. All right, I got Cristiano Ronaldo legs. They're not huge, but they're very defined. You can tell I do leg day. I just don't have big calves. Look, you guys want to see my leg? Nah, let me chill. All right, bye. No, it's me. Send me an peace. God damn it! Like I'm trying to leave, and there's hella questions, man.